Welcome back to the Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Wu Ruiguo. We will continue our conversation with Mr. Martin Liu, who is the Managing Director of Amway Taiwan, to talk about the direct sales industry and also Amway International. Martin, can we start with the operations and presence of Amway have, not just in Asia, but possibly major parts of the world? Can you give us a brief overview of the operations?
Amway is a global company, and actually this year we are going to celebrate our 50 years anniversary.
Really? Where's the celebration going to be? Taiwan?
No, since it's a global, we are going to celebrate in our headquarters.
Yes.
In Michigan, Grand Rapids, and then we'll move to Las Vegas
for
a fun party.
Yeah, the American economy also needs a boost.
You're right.
Yes.
Well,
go ahead.
50 years ago, Amway was founded in Michigan, and then in Amway Taiwan, it was founded in 1982.
82.
So it's almost 20-something years ago.
Yes.
27.
Yes. Yeah.
And China, well, you mentioned that my title is the Managing Director of Amway Taiwan.
Yes.
I actually had another working title.
Yes, simultaneously.
Right. I'm also the Vice President of Amway Greater China. And that's the reason why I was able to bring Chinese distributors from mainland to Taiwan.
Yes.
Well, in Taiwan, that Amway has 27 years. We have achieved quite good business in the last 27 years. We are around $200 million size in Taiwan alone.
1 year.
1 year.
Okay.
Of course,
Okay.
Well, in China, it's even better. We started Amway China in 1995, so it's just 14 years, but we achieved $2.5 billion a year.
In China, in 2008.
In 2008.
Okay, that's very impressive.
Yeah,
yes.
That is the single largest market in Amway worldwide.
Okay.
So we are doing quite good in both Taiwan and in China.
Yes. I'm glad that you mentioned about your simultaneous title as the Vice President of Greater China region, because I'm going to ask you that since Amway, as a giant in the direct sales industry, first came to Taiwan, you said some 27 years ago, and then you guys only been to China for 14 years. Of course, your experience in Taiwan first must have some positive spillover effect to the development of business in China because of similarities in language, in custom, and lifestyle. So how did you, how were you able to utilize your Taiwan experience onto the development of business for Amway in China?
Well, I think we cannot assume that the Taiwan experience was the reason why we can be so successful in China market.
Okay.
Although we did have certain number of Taiwan distributors who have experience working in Taiwan market.
Yes.
They went to China market together with the company in 1995.
Okay.
When we launched the market. So there were a lot of business was built by Taiwanese, not only me, but I think with a lot of Taiwanese distributors.
Okay.
So they start up the business in China. And I mentioned that we don't assume that Taiwan experience is
transferable.
Right.
Yeah.
It's because that China market, although is Chinese, we speak Mandarin, we write in Chinese, there are some differences.
For example?
For example, is the regulation or the government attitude or how people look at direct selling. Direct selling was some kind of debatable business or business model in China in the last few years. Chinese government even banned direct selling in 1989. So our business model was challenged in China, but the whole management team, we adopt to that unique regulation environment. We were flexible enough. For example, we open shops.
Okay.
As you know, direct selling,
You don't have shops.
We don't have shops.
Yes.
We call ourselves non-shop direct selling.
Yes.
And we operate by shops in China.
Okay.
We have more than 250 real good shops.
Stores. Yes.
almost in every city in every provinces. So we were flexible enough, we were committed enough. We never think even a single moment of quit from that market. Even direct selling was banned in 1989.
Okay.
And 1998. So I think we provide good quality product. We committed to that market, and we train our distributors well. We spend the highest budget compared with the other market, Amway market. In China, we spend the highest the budget for distributor training.
Yes.
I think those were
the major factors.
Right, that we can be so successful in China.
Yeah, interesting that you should mention about training. Like you said, even though there are similarities in terms of language, in terms of customs and lifestyle between China and Taiwan, the experience that you had in Taiwan is not necessarily transferable onto the mainland. So what are some of the other problems that you might have experienced in addition to government, in addition to regulation, and also in addition of the social reservations that they have towards the direct sales industry? How did you overcome those difficulties?
There were challenges in the last 14 years, and every year the challenge may be different.
Yes.
I'll take a very unique example was that in Amway worldwide, we have a so-called sales return policy. We call it satisfaction guarantee.
Okay.
You buy Amway product, if you feel not satisfied, we will refund you, 100% refund you the money without any question asked. That is the satisfaction guarantee policy we provide to our customers worldwide. We did the same thing to Chinese consumers since 1995 when we launched the market. But in 1997, we encountered some challenges. I was in Shanghai, working in Shanghai at that moment of time, and we heard that, in the campus in Shanghai, those young students, they told each other that, Amway shampoo is free. Because you can buy a bottle of Amway shampoo, squeeze it into the other container, and return the empty bottle to Amway, and Amway will refund you 100% money.
Yes, but that's a losing proposition for your company. You can't allow that. No.
Yes, we allow that
you
for a certain period of time because it was our satisfaction guarantee, and we honored our guarantee.
Your commitment. Yes.
Yeah. But when in other society, like Taiwan, yes, we do have some Taiwanese people take advantage from our satisfaction guarantee policy.
Yes.
But those are minorities, less than 1% of the population.
Yes.
So we can afford that.
Okay.
But in China, when it comes to 20%, no company can afford that.
Yeah.
So there was a time that we were unable to satisfy those return requests. Return rate was as high as 20-something, 30%. So we modified our return policy. And I feel sorry to that when we decided to modify that return policy. We want to honor every guest, but only when you find that 20 or 30% of your customers are not that honest.
Yes.
It's a sad story, so we changed the policy.
Yes.
And I still feel sorry, but that is one of the differences.
Yeah, but Martin, let me ask you though. I mean, you had experiences both in Taiwan and in China, but of course the two markets are very different. In addition to what you just mentioned, but also the fact matter remains is Taiwan, of course, is more mature and stable, but comparatively speaking, is a lot smaller. China is, of course, huge, and also it's only 14, 15 years for Amway to be in China, so it is a relatively young market. So, in the sense, we look ahead, to the future. How does the Amway plan to stay competitive in both the Taiwan and China markets, given the fact one is mature, stable, the other one is young and still growing?
Well, as you said, that the two markets have some different characteristics.
Yes.
When we do a product promotion, for example, exactly the same promotion program, if you launch it in Taiwan, and the market seems not reactive.
No.
They don't pay attention to a 5% discount.
No.
But in China, people were lined up from the midnight, just want to get the premium from that promotion.
Okay.
So the two market is a little bit different.
Yes.
And I think, but the similar part is that we have good reputation in both market, and every product quality is well recognized by consumers in both sides. In Taiwan, I think we're trying to diversify our product supply. We have more than 400 different kind of SKUs covering from nutritional product, skincare, cosmetic, to health, water treatment system, air treatment system.
Yes.
It's a wide range of products.
Yes.
But in China, I think we are not yet
at that stage.
That stage, and our product variety is not that rich. But China is still a growing market. Economically, they are growing faster than the rest of the world.
Yes.
And I think they still have potential to grow.
Yes.
We
no
have
that. Yes. Yeah.
Trying to keep competitive or keep growing. Is that our strategy is to geographically expand from the
coastal area,
all the way to the northeast area.
Yes.
And we still have so many different new products lined up.
Yes.
Waiting for launch.
So in China.
It's a very promising market.
Good.
For us.
Thank you very much, Martin. And we're going to take a short break. And when we come back to the Taiwan Outlook, we're going to get personal with Mr. Martin Liu. I'll see you in 3 minutes.